I think we actually might have just seen the worst call in the entire history of sport. And, like, this is a shock that it is actually not DiJonai Carrington committing a flagrant foul. DiJonai Carrington got flagrantly fouled.
Dane Carrington is fast becoming one of the most unpopular players in the entire WNBA. After what happened in the recent Dallas Wings vs Golden State Valkyries game, her reputation took another hit, one she probably won't appreciate. After weeks of controversy surrounding her, Carrington finally experienced some tough consequences. And the timing, absolutely poetic. This could be the most satisfying moment of the 2025 season so far. If you believe in instant karma, drop a comment below. Fire Dane. Let's go.
DiJonai, DiJonai, you're always in a dirty play. DiJonai, DiJonai, once again, here we are today. Oh, DiJonai, DiJonai.
While the WNBA's officiating has been questionable all season, Carrington seemed to have a golden ticket, avoiding the harsh calls that other players, especially Caitlin Clark, faced week after week. But everything changed in the game against Golden State, when, for the first time, the ref's infamous mistakes went against her. And just like that, the tables turned fast.
So the ball gets swung, Janelle Salon shoots the ball. It's coming out, it's coming out, it's coming out. So, DiJonai Carrington is just shielding the ball out of bounds. She's just shielding the ball out of bounds, as you do. And Tiffany Hayes tackles her to the ground. Tackles her to the ground.
With less than 2 minutes left and Dallas down by 3, Janelle Saloon launched a deep shot that missed, sparking a frantic battle for the rebound. Carrington raced toward the loose ball, but wisely chose to let it roll out of bounds to secure possession for her team. A smart, veteran move. Then chaos erupted. Tiffany Hayes came charging down the court at full speed and slammed into Carrington from behind. Both crashed to the floor hard. It looked like a clear foul on Hayes' reckless and uncontrolled contact from behind.
Does not look nor play like she's 35. Okay, she be bringing it to them girls each and every night. She got that, acting like that face harness, okay, like to protect her face, her eyes, her nose, whatever that is. She be look like a dominatrix to me. I be like, bro, who is that? She looks like, it's giving Scarecrow. Or like a Black Raven vibe, okay, like a hawk. And she looks like a bird of prey, okay? And that's how she plays. She plays like a bird of prey, while the other girls on the court are just worms to her, okay? They are bird food, because she be cooking and eating everything.
And yet, somehow, the officials blew the whistle on Carrington. Yes, you read that correctly. The player who was practically standing still, having pulled away from the play, was the one called for the foul. The reaction was immediate and unanimous. Fans, even those who don't like Carrington, were left baffled, wondering if the refs were in some kind of alternate reality.
I was able to draw a foul. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, she almost deleted freaking DiJonai. I thought, like, I was really gravely concerned for DiJonai Carrington's life and health. I'm like, did y'all not just see Tiffany Hayes just throw her body up against her and slam her to the ground? This is crazy. Literally slammed her. DiJonai Carrington got pushed into a freaking old white man's lap because of Tiffany Hayes jumping on her like she ain't got no sense.
Here's where the story takes a turn and karma steps in. Usually, when a call this bad happens, fans rally behind the player who got wronged, calling out the refs and demanding accountability. But this time, it wasn't just any player, it was DiJonai Carrington. And instead of outrage, the fans responded with applause. The online reaction was swift, unfiltered, and brutally honest. The message was clear. She got exactly what she deserved.
Tyler's going down for a fast break layup. DiJonai winds up and smacks her across the head, and Skylar is on the ground having a hard time getting up. But this was something where people are saying, okay, DiJonai, this is happening a little bit too much for my liking. These hard fouls, these reckless plays are happening a little bit too much. And I want to show you guys one more play that was also in that game that actually injured Gabby Williams. Now, if you watch here, Gabby Williams is going up for a little mid-range jumper. DiJonai jumps to try to block her, and she comes down to where Gabby Williams doesn't have enough landing space. So she lands in her landing space, and then Gabby Williams rolls her ankle.
The comment section wasn't filled with sympathy, it was a celebration. Fans who had watched Carrington jab Caitlin Clark in the eye, commit dirty fouls, and act like the league's biggest troublemaker were now witnessing her finally getting a taste of her own medicine. People were posting things like, finally, that's karma catching up with her. Now she knows what Caitlin's been dealing with all season. It was one of those rare moments in sports where justice didn't just happen, it slammed down, like a dunk right on her reputation.
That call on DiJonai when
Tiffany literally flew over her. Wild. And then if you saw Paige's face when it was like, I think like 55 seconds left on the clock or something like that, and the coach was like giving them the next play. Bruh.
The reaction was so one-sided it became its own story. Even though Carrington was the clear victim of a terrible whistle, nobody cared. The public had already made up their minds. And that's what happens when you build your brand on dirty play and bad sportsmanship. Even when something unfair happens to you, nobody rushes to your defense. Her reputation had come full circle, and now she was reaping what she had seen.
So once again, DiJonai Ratchet as Carrington is back at it again, being the dirty player that she is, man. So now we're pulling players to the floor by their hair. But what did we tweet earlier this week, everybody? Y'all fans swear I'm such a dirty player. I'm so over this narrative. But I just play hard as and I just make a play on the ball. And I'm tired of people calling me a dirty player.
I'm so over this narrative. But I just play hard as I just make a play on the ball, and I'm tired of people calling me a dirty player. Honestly, calling it one of the worst foul calls of the year might still be too generous. Carrington played it perfectly, pulled out of the scramble, kept her feet planted, didn't initiate contact. Hayes charged in like she was trying to bulldoze a brick wall, and flattened her. Yet, the whistle blew on Carrington. It was so absurd that even Valky's fans, the ones benefiting from the call, were cringing. Dallas fans were livid, and rightly so. The Wings lost their chance at a critical possession in a tight game, all because the referees decided to make up their own version of basketball physics. The Valkyries capitalized and pulled away to win by 10. But the real story wasn't the final score. It was that outrageous call.
Dallas ball. But do you know what another referee called? Do you know what another referee called? So one says it's Dallas ball. Another referee, as you can see right here, Salon miss, Valkyrie's rebound. Apparently Tiffany Hayes got the rebound. And DiJonai fouled Tiffany Hayes. Apparently, Tiffany Hayes got the rebound and got fouled by jumping on DiJonai.
What made it all so deliciously ironic was that this is the same DJ Carrington who has spent the season escaping accountability. This is the player who poked Caitlin Clark in the eye on national television and skated away without so much as a technical. This is the player who had flagrant fouls magically downgraded, who sparked altercations that required referee protection, and who still managed to avoid meaningful discipline. And now, after months of dishing it out, she finally had to take some back, and on one of the most pivotal plays of the night, as everyone else has seen this angle. Clip 9, and the context makes it even better. In the middle of the season, Dallas is clinging to playoff hopes and needed every single win it could grab. That terrible call, that moment where Carrington got called for just standing there, directly led to a swing in momentum that helped Golden State seal the victory. It wasn't just karma, it was karma with consequences. Her team paid the price for her reputation, and there was nothing she could do about it. That's the beauty of poetic justice. Carrington spent months acting like she was above the rules. She threw elbows, taunted players, and took cheap shots. And when the refs ignored it, she strutted like she owned the league. But on this night, the script flipped. The referees didn't just stop protecting her, they flat out turned on her. And for once, the same broken officiating that's been torturing players like Caitlin Clark all season finally came for one of the dirtiest players in the league.
I'm calling her in, and I'm saying to her, I need answers.
Is this? Look, pulling players to the floor by their hair is not making plays on the ball. This is not basketball. WNBA. When is she gonna get fined, suspended, or kicked out of the league for this reckless behavior? This is the fourth incident. The Lynx incident, taking out Ariel Atkins, taking out Skylar Diggins, and now the LA Sparks. When is it gonna stop, man? When is accountability gonna be taken for her being the dirty player and ratchet that she is?
And she ends up getting Shepard in the face, the nose. I don't know which takes precedent. Oh, see, it's the hit the ball and then it's the pull back. They're showing it on the Jumbotron at a different angle that sort of looked like, watch after Carrington goes for the block, watch her pull back right here. And that's the part that I don't know if you separate that. Do you separate that?
Matter. How many times DiJonai Carrington wants to get on her social media and want to claim that she's the victim and that she's not a dirty player. The league has rescinded fouls. Yeah, the league's rescinding flagrant fouls on you because it's run by a bunch of cowards. They're flagrant fouls. They're dirty plays. They're trashy plays. Someone's going to get very physically injured. At this point, DiJonai Carrington, forget about it. You won't beat these allegations.
Like, that might be, like, that is the worst call I've ever seen in basketball. That is actually the worst call I've ever seen in basketball. She just jumped through her. Like, she knew. Like, it is what it is. People will shield or get in the way of the ball and stand there. She just jumped over the back. Worst case scenario, it's an over the back foul. Worst case scenario, it's an over the back. Like, it is at least a foul on Tiffany Hayes, if not a flagrant.
All right. Look, people can tell the difference between physical play and dirty play. And now there's a laundry list of evidence. Look, at this point, DiJonai Carrington should have been suspended, fined multiple times over. Of course they won't. Now we're gonna hit you with a flagrant, and then behind the scenes we're cool. We're gonna rescind the flagrant.